How's everybody doing today? This is Noah with the Life of the Zigs, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to run 4-inch drain pipe under a walkway. So let's get started. When doing a project like this, it's really not that hard. All you'll need is some shovels, a hammer, a piece of 2x4, and some solid 4-inch pipe. To start off with, I need to dig out this area right here where I have 2 downspouts coming from my house down into this corrugated pipe right here. The reason that I'm doing this is because I had a pipe collapse. And what that means is the pipe closed shut and now no water can get through it. So water backs up out of this pipe now and makes a mess everywhere. Well, you don't want water around your foundation, you want it away from your foundation. So I need to make this my top priority right now and run a pipe under this walkway so that I can get the water way far away from the house so it doesn't disturb the foundation. So now let's get to digging. So this side right here is all dug out. We got a T right there. We're gonna come down 90 and go under. Need to dig out this side now, so I'm gonna start doing that. Real quick on a side note, this is why you should always call 811 when you dig. Obviously, they wouldn't be able to detect this. This was for a light post that was here in the past. The old homeowner had it. And I knew about it. I knew it was in this area. But I'm gonna make sure the power's killed to this by testing it, and then I'm gonna cut it. But you always want to be real careful when digging, even in areas close to your house. You never know what you can run into. I have a sniffer is what I call it. I'm gonna put it on. No power. It's not beeping at all. These are not foolproof, so don't always rely on these. And it's cutting out of the way. All right, I'm gonna keep digging and I'll catch you back when I get this done. So I kept digging and I'm past the edging right now. It's about 1 foot deep in the ground. So plenty of dirt will be over top of the pipe, and I'm gonna start to raise it up a little bit here once I get in the grass. I did bore under the edging. It was just a little easier to do that. So the pipe will slide right through there. Now I need to slap the pipe in and bore under. So let me show you guys how to do that. So I have a 10-foot section of this 4-inch sewer pipe. It's not DWV, it's meant for drainage outside, so it's pretty thin. It's a lot cheaper than the actual thicker PVC DWV pipe. I went with this one. I'm gonna hit it in, hopefully it doesn't crack. And yeah, I'll show you guys how to do that. So I'm just gonna cut it a little bit past the length of this sidewalk. Before I stick it in, I'm gonna dig out a little bit underneath if I can. So what I'm actually gonna do first is stick this 3-inch pipe in so it'll collect most of the dirt, and hopefully that'll just slide in, and I may not even need to take out the pressure washer. So let's try this. So the 3-inch pipe is through. I'm gonna pull it back out and run the 4-inch through. Having a little trouble get the pipe out, so I'm gonna use a drill and rope. All right. Time to whip out the big guns. All right. Now let's slap the 4-inch pipe in. All right, that's good to go. So if you look at the pipe here, there's a little bit of dirt that we want to get out. I'm gonna get that dirt out so it doesn't stay in the pipe. Now that the pipe's in, I gotta put a coupling on it, and then this goes from 4-inch drain pipe to the corrugated pipe. I'm not gluing them on, I'm just using friction to hold them on. Nice and flush. I'm gonna slap this one on. That's all good. Now let me do the other side. Nice and snug. As you can see, the pipe is definitely nice and snug, and it is crooked, but that's not a huge deal. We're using the corrugated stuff, so it's flexible. So I'm gonna keep digging and running stuff out here. But before I do that, I'm gonna run pipe in right here so I don't get any more dirt in this line. I am going to tape the joints. Some people don't do this. You don't have to do it. I just like to do it so I know the fittings are nice and snug on there. All right, I'm not gonna tape this one just because it's got a long collar inside and it'd be hard to tape. I'm gonna cover this back up now and keep digging after that. Everything's all filled in up there. Now it's time to keep digging and taking this pipe out. So the 50-foot trench is dug, as you can see. Now, time to put the pipe in the hole and cover it back up. All right, I gotta make sure to slide it under this little hole I have here where the edging is. So now that we're at the end, it's time to use a pop-up drain emitter. I got my adapter on. These have a little weep hole at the bottom so that water can't just sit in the 90 here, so it'll actually drain out in case it freezes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put fabric and gravel in here so that water has a place to drain out. I'm also gonna attach my fitting with duct tape again. The nice thing too is that these tops easily pop off if you need to snake this out or anything like that. So take your landscape fabric, roll out a good piece. Make sure you roll out enough so that you can cover up the rock as well. Get your 57 gravel or some drainage rock. Both are the same. Home Depot and Lowe's just call it drainage rock. The reason you want the landscape fabric is to separate it from the dirt so that it doesn't kind of join together over the years. Make a nice hole for that pop-up emitter. Fold that fabric over. Now, before I cover it up, I'm gonna test it and make sure that water runs through it properly. You do need to put a little bit of dirt down to hold this in place. Let's go try it out. All right, so water's pouring out of the bottom right now and it's starting to fill up the emitter, so I'm gonna shut it off. I know that it's flowing good. I'm gonna leave it how it is. All right, so now that the pipe's in, it's time to backfill with the tractor. Last step here is put some grass seed down so you don't have a big muddy mess in your yard. All right guys, so the pipe's all installed, ready to go for future rains to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day.